Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Go Bananas Comedy Club, Cincinnati's home for stand-up comedy. Wednesday night, let me make some noise, Don't put it out there before we get the show started. Please turn those cell phones on silent. Don't handle the comedians and keep that table talk down to a minimum when you will be asked to leave. With that out of the way, make some noise for your friends and family you came to see on the Pro-Am. And please, I'm along the stage, the very funny, the very talented, your host and MC, it's Spencer DeMomo.
Wednesday night, Go Bananas. How are we feeling? There we go. Okay. All right. Took a second. Thank you guys for coming out. Welcome to the Pro-Am. Let's make some noise one more time for all your friends and family about to see go up, huh? This is good. This is fun. It's a fun Wednesday. I was also the door guy from before. If you're like, that guy looks familiar, it was me on the way in. Okay, good start. Jesus Christ. We got the new velvet curtain. That's good, huh? How about that? If you're here for the first time, that means nothing to you. Take it easy. Man, it feels very weird so far, I have to say. Maybe it's me. I don't know. I'm good. Okay. I remember this the other day. When I was a kid, I came from school one time. I was talking to my dad, and also my dad's not super with it. Like, he thinks our phones are tracking us, but he also thought Twitch was a dating app for people with Tourette syndrome. So you know what I mean? That's him. So I remember I was a kid, came home from school. My dad was asking me if there were any girls I liked in my class, you know, and I'll always remember. Conversation got quiet. He looked at the floor. And he just looks up at me, and he goes, "You know, Spencer, if you want to wait till you're married to have sex, that is totally okay with me." I was just like, I don't. I don't know what I was doing that made you think that. I'm actually trying to have it tomorrow if I can. That'd be great. I was like, "Dad, is that what you did?" He's like, no, I'm not a fucking pussy. But just trying to give you some advice. I'm a Jewish guy. All right, thank you guys for making me feel very comfortable about that. No, don't clap, but the blank stares were also a little uncomfortable, for sure. They're like, oh great, not another one. My grandfather's a Hungarian immigrant. Came here about 70 years ago. Sounds like you got here fucking yesterday. Oh my God, learn the language a little better, Grandpa. Change your voice at least. Every time I talk to him on the phone, just like, "Hello, Spencer, how are you?" I don't even know if that's a Hungarian accent, you know what I mean? He just sounds like he's made out of rocks. Whenever I would ask him for like advice growing up, he always had the same like go-to answer. And honestly, it probably made more sense in Hungarian when he learned it, but he would always hit me with this like mantra. I'd ask him for advice or something, and he'd be like, "Well, Spencer," actually I won't do the voice. He'd be like, "Well, Spencer, you know the difference between patience and persistence, don't you?" And I'd just be like, "No, Grandpa, what? Tell me." He'd be like, "Well, patience is when you feed a horse a lime and you wait for him to shit it out." That's normal for everybody so far. Okay. I'd be like, "Okay, what's the other part?" He'd be like, "Well, that's patience. Persistence is when you feed a horse a lime and you keep sucking his ass till you taste sour." And I'd just be like, "Grandpa, what does that have to do with my math homework?" I asked you a very specific question. He did illustrate those two concepts perfectly, though. Nice. We all remember that expression, you know, patience is a virtue, persistence is horrifying bestiality. We've all heard that. People always ask me, they're like, "Spencer, you got family over there? Do you want to go visit your ancestors, learn about your history?" Not after I found out what they do to horses. No, I'm good. I'll just stay in America, read a book about it or something. I went to my friend's wedding not that long ago. You know the beginning of a wedding when like it's kind of like a free for all on the dance floor. You might end up partnering up with somebody you never met for a second. You ever dance with like your friend's aunt at a wedding? And you're just like, is this lady trying to fuck me right now? What the hell's going on? And you're not into it, you know what I mean? She's wearing a low-cut dress, you've had 3 Stella Artois at the bar. She's trying her hardest to shake her ass to No Hands by Waka Flocka. You're like, okay, Aunt Carol. That is a nice move though. Like, if you go to a wedding and you bring a date and she sees you dancing with like the bride's aunt, she'll be like, oh, that's nice, he's sweet. You know, I'll suck his dick later. But like if I brought a girl to a wedding and I saw her dancing with somebody's uncle, I'd be like, get him the fuck away from her. Somebody help that woman.
He's like, you want a cigarette? Come on. I met Frank Sinatra one time.
God, it still just feels like church in here or something. I don't know what we have to do. Somebody's coughing. I mean, it is weird. It's like a school assembly. You guys are like, who the fuck is this guy? It's supposed to be pizza day at lunch. Do we have any age gap relationships in here? Anybody with an older partner? I don't know why I said partner. I'm not a cowboy.
What kind of age gap?
I don't know. Something that's weird and gross that'd be funny for the show. What do you guys got? If you say 3 months, I'll fucking freak out. 9 minutes. 9 months. 9 years?
9 years.
Ew, dude. No. Oh, wait. Well, that's still pretty weird. Somebody had to be somewhere they weren't supposed to be for that to happen. I'm just always interested in that. Not old people fucking. I don't care about that. I'm interested in the age thing. Like, whenever people say they're into older women or older men, everybody's always fine with it. Like if I came home and told my roommates that I hooked up with an older woman last night, they'd all be like, dude, cougar? Fuck yeah. But if I came home and told my roommates that I hooked up with an old woman last night, they'd all be like, hey man, that's fucking gross. Don't tell us that shit. But like, older should mean more old than old. Like that's what the word means. But like that's what people do for whatever reason when they're trying to be polite. They just increase the word. Like if people see a fat guy and they don't want to say they saw a fat guy, they're just like, oh yeah, I know him. He's like a bigger guy. Oh yeah. A lot of stuff, you know what I mean? People see a gay guy, like, oh yeah, he's more effeminate, yeah. But like the craziest one is if white people see a black person and they don't want to say they saw a black person, they're just like, oh yeah, the gentleman over there with the darker skin tone? Sure, yeah. It's like, why are you doing that? You know what I mean? Why are you tiptoeing around it? We all know you're talking about fat, gay, black Mike. Just say that. All right, you guys, that's my time. We're going to get the show rolling. Thank you very much. Your next comedian coming to the stage, super funny local guy. Very excited to see you, Matt. Everybody make some noise for Nick Noble.
Guys, keep it going for Spencer. Hell yeah. And yourselves, guys, for coming out. It's a Wednesday. We're doing it, guys. This is great. Hell yeah, guys. I'm happy to be here. People are drinking. That's awesome. I like to drink a little bit. Consider myself a lightweight. Actually helps me save money. I can go to Ryan Guys, Mad Tree, any craft brewer here in Cincinnati, get drunk off for just like 3 beers, and only have to spend $87. That's too much, guys. Way too much. This is fun, guys. I'm a little loose up here. I feel like I could talk to you about this. You guys are cool. I've been microdosing lately. All right. Not drugs. I'm broke, guys. It's food. I wake up every morning for work, bust out my little digital scale, brush off a little bit of weed that's still on there, weigh out 0.5 gram of nacho cheese Doritos, And the rest of the day, I just trip balls, guys. It's great. So hungry right now. So are you gonna finish that? Oh yeah. I'll get in the parking lot, guys. This is great. So happy to be here. As you can tell, I'm on drugs, guys. I smoke weed. Hell yeah. Anybody else? Yeah, look at this crowd. Fuck yeah, coming out on a Wednesday. This is fun, guys. I smoke so much weed that next time I go to the dentist to get my teeth clean, I'm just gonna ask him if he could save me some of that resin. Not a lot, just until I get paid. It's probably gonna be a couple weeks. Let's see. Guys, this is fun. I actually work at FedEx. I don't have the facial hair of somebody that steals Amazon packages, but no. Work at the airport, guys, which I'm afraid to fly. Nobody else has that fear. I do, and working at the airport's kind of helped me. And helped me come up with a couple of tips, guys. I just have one for you. It's a great one, actually. If you're ever flying, do this. Make sure you have a layover in New York. That's what I do. If I'm going to, like, Florida, Vegas, I don't know, just Indiana. Oh, yeah. New York first, guys. So I heard if you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. Am I right? Hell yeah. All right, I was waiting for a bigger explosion of laughter on that one, guys. Oh yeah, this is great, guys. I'm happy to be here. This is fun. I was at work the other day. My boss from across the room just smiled at me. He's like, "Hey, man, when do you think we'll have clones of dinosaurs?" It's like, cool, we can smoke weed at work now? This place is awesome. What are you doing for lunch? Let's get a pizza. Hell yeah, guys. Love NYPD pizza. Where's the fans at? There we go, guys. It's great. It's my favorite cop-themed pizza place. Might be the only cop-themed pizza place, but I like it. It's pretty cool, guys. I respect them. They have a really great delivery time if you order a pizza. Average response is about 4 to 6 minutes. Unless you live like in a rough area, then there's a chance they're not going to show up, guys. Better not be starving. Hope it's not an emergency. That's funny, guys. It's the only pizza place. We're actually getting nervous when one of their delivery drivers pulls out behind me at night. I'm like, oh, fuck. Shit. Them again. Hell yeah, guys. This is fun. Happy to be here. I was on the internet earlier. That's pretty cool, right? I was on the dark web, guys. I know. I'm pretty bad. Wasn't doing anything crazy, though. I used to buy drugs on the dark web, sell them to other comedian friends. Very easy to do that, trust me. Everybody here applauded over weed. Guess what if you have mushrooms, guys? Become a good friend. It's great, though. Being on the dark web, people always go, hey, like, do you have any tips? Yeah. Don't use your own computer. That's it. Use your mom's. That's what I do. I mean, when she goes to jail for all the mushrooms you bought, you can sleep in her room, guys. It's great. Moving up in the world, guys. I'm excited to be here. I'll tell you this and get out of here. I'm happy about this. I've been working on this impression. Maybe it'll work tonight. We'll see. This is an impression I'm working on of a sad frat boy. All right, this is a sad frat boy, guys. Bro. That's it, guys. That's all I had. I didn't work too hard on it. Guys, I'm happy to be here. This is a great show. It's a great group of comedians tonight. Next comedian is very funny. You guys are going to love him. It's Spencer Edenfield.
Keep it going for Nick, everybody. Let's go. I was reading an article today that was discussing if there's any difference between guys who prefer breasts or butts, if there's any correlation either way. Apparently, guys who are less mature, more juvenile, they prefer tits. Well, goo goo gaga, motherfucker. I am all about it. I think that's fine and dandy, you know? I want them to be so big it qualifies as a medical disability, you know? I want it to just sort of be an inconvenience for both of us. Really, they just need to get in the way like an obstacle course, you know? Like, if she doesn't have her chiropractor on speed dial, I am not interested at all. I grew up not too far from here in Westchester, and in Westchester, there's a Cox Road, spelled C-O-X, obviously. It'd be insane if it was spelled the other way. But on Cox Road, there's an IHOP, which And high school was just comedy gold, because we'd be sitting around stoned, and it's like, dude, I hop on cocks, right, guys? I don't know. I think that might be a good idea. It sounds like I think the IHOP on cocks. I think that's the move. But you're sitting there in the haze, and after a while, it's like, IHOP on cocks. That sounds right. It's making me question things about myself. I always just assumed I was a Waffle House guy, but I don't know. Life is short. Maybe I gotta try something new, you know? I got calculus in the morning. I gotta take my mind off things. I mean, when I'm saying IHOP on cocks, I have no idea if it's the restaurant I'm talking about or something else entirely. Either way, my asshole is gonna hurt in the morning, and I think it's a great idea. I recently got fired from my job, which has been great for my work-life balance, and I'm trying to keep myself busy any way that I can, you know, working with my hands so I don't go crazy, and mostly just finding new ways to jack off. And look, guys, I'm sorry, this is also dirty, okay? I'm realizing in real time that I'm a deranged pervert, but I do not have a backup plan, so we're just gonna tough through this. Because the winner that I think I found is sitting on the toilet backwards like a cool youth pastor. Just going to town, coming right in the bowl, save some toilet paper, you know? Be an environmentalist. I think it's great. I was saying this to my friend, and he was confused. He's like, if I'm picturing this correctly, are you just shooting it into the ceiling? And no, obviously at the end, there's a bend. It makes sense. And he's like, okay, but so your pants would have to be all the way down. It sounds like you're having sex with your toilet. No. Look, guys, okay, I'm sorry that it sounds like I'm trying to sell you on this, okay? I didn't come up here to pitch the idea, but sharks, I'm looking for $200,000 for a 12% stake in my idea. Sitting on the toilet backwards and jacking off. It's a game changer. All the clients I've worked with have said it makes them feel cool and powerful. It makes them feel like Uncle Jesse, which is perfect if you're whacking into photos of the Olsen twins. And a recent photo, obviously, Jesus. Well, not that recent, they're gross now, but my friend was like, okay, I get there's no cleanup, but I don't understand. Why are you facing the toilet? I don't understand. Can you explain that? Okay, you caught me. I'm fucking my toilet. Whatever. Like you've never been unemployed before. Like, it's nice, actually. It's very pragmatic. You can spank the side of the tank. You can flush it, some water squirts up, tickles your balls. It's nice, you know. Some guys, they're all about porcelain. Fuck it, I fucked it up. What are you gonna do? I'm not crazy, is what I'm trying. I'm not crazy. It's not like I have feelings for her, okay? I understand it's an inanimate object, but it's nice to have a win sometimes. It's been a tough year. It's good for something, you know. So does that explain the gap in my employment? Is that? All right, well, this was a ton of fun. This next guy, one of the funniest guys I know. Give it up for Blake Hammond, everybody.
Hey, clap for Spencer, because he didn't let you. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really want to touch this microphone after that, but I do think it was fun. I think this curtain's pretty wild for what we're doing. You know what I mean? Like it just feels like a little much for, a bunch of fucking guys that look like suspected mass shooters. But all right, so you guys are still very tense about Spencer's thing, but and listen, that's not my fault. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna talk about fucking a toilet. So But we'll tell jokes. Yep, it is good. And I'm going to start right now, and you're going to stop talking. Here we go. I released a special on the internet recently. People on the internet keep telling me I look like Chum-Li from Pawn Stars. And even if you don't know what that dude looks like, Chum-Li is not a hot guy's nickname. You know what I mean? Chum-Li sounds like a D-list whale from SeaWorld. Does that make sense? They're like, oh no, Shamu's sick today. Here's Chum-Li, kids. The only whale that wears a t-shirt in the pool. Here he is. Okay, we're almost all back. Hi, whoever laughed, you fucking assholes, hi. Fucking Jesus Christ. I think you guys can tell, I love women, and I do, man. I'm trying to be a better feminist. I've been telling women to smile less. I just been going up to like, hey, what are you so fucking happy about? You know what I mean? You make 70 cents on the dollar. Are you dumb? Duh, bitch. Are you kidding? People think you can't drive. Why are you smiling? Thank God a man was there to explain it, you know? All right, hell yeah, that joke fucking rocks. That is such a good joke. You guys fucking hated comedy not a minute ago. And that's how good that joke is. All right, that makes me feel real good. That's fun, I wrote that yesterday. I'm real into, I love body positivity, and it's not because I'm fat, shut up. It's not, it's a little bit, but it's not fully. I love body positivity. I think it's good that people are feeling better about themselves. I think it's good that people are being nicer to other people, right? I also love body positivity because I love lying. I love lying to people's faces. It's awesome. Have you called an ugly person beautiful recently? It's great. It makes their day. And also, it's like talking to a 9-year-old about Santa Claus. Because they sort of know it's not real, but then they're like, it's fun to pretend. You know? And listen, I get it. I am also ugly. I can say this. Fuck you guys. Dude, somebody called me fucking hot the other day. And I was like, sure, fuck it. Like, let's just live in that reality. Absolutely. Why not? We're all gonna die. Who gives a shit? You know what I mean? That's fine. And plus, if I'm hot, that explains a lot. You know what I mean? Because if I'm not hot, then why am I sweating? You know what I mean? If I'm not hot, then why do other people have to tell me what my penis looks like? Hey, if I'm not hot, then how come every time I get on a plane, people go, oh my God, when I sit next to them? How come? All right. You guys got so tense at the front of that joke. And I'll take it because you guys probably just think I'm fucking hot as hell, you know? That's probably what it was. They were like, this guy's too sexy to be mean, but I'm not. Don't fucking talk to me. I got my haircut recently. I got my haircut at Grey Clips, and when I walked in, they were like, hey, do you care if somebody that's training cuts your hair today? And I was like, wait, there are people here who are trained? Yo, what the fuck? Like, I thought this is what that was. I thought it was like a training, like a student haircut kind of thing, you know what I mean? Like, I got a coupon. Like, I didn't think any of you knew what you were doing. But Grey Clips training is fucking wild. I want to let you guys know that. I sat down in the chair, and the trainer gave the trainee the scissors, and she goes, don't run with these. And I was like, oh fuck, we're starting from the beginning? Like, that's fucking crazy. She nicked my ear a little bit. She nicked it just a little bit, and the fucking trainer sprayed her with that water bottle. I was like, damn, this is fucked up. This is fucked up, dude. At one point, she was like, when I sat down, she goes, do you want your hair longer or shorter? And I was like, do you know where you are? Or I'm at the, like, it's like if I went to the doctor and they were like, do you want to be sick? It's like, bitch, what are you talking about? Anyways, I left with extensions, but, all right, that's it for me, everybody. Thank you guys so much. All right, you guys are ready for comedy again. Hell yeah. Give it up for your next comic. He's very funny. He's new to the scene. It's Greg Olson, everybody.
Yo, Bananas, how we doing? Give yourselves a hand for coming out tonight. You guys didn't have to do this, you know, like you chose to come here tonight, and that means a lot to all the comedians. All right, if you notice that I've kind of got a glow going on right now, it's because I just got laid off. I don't have a job. I'm unemployed. I have no idea what I'm going to do with myself now that I'm no longer an operations specialist at an e-commerce company. Yeah, usually when I tell people that, they tell me, oh, that sounds boring. Wrong. The correct word is meaningless. It was a meaningless job. I am looking for jobs. I've been on Indeed all day, and I found a listing for a barista position. Yeah. In the requirements, it said, we're looking for a self-starter with initiative to join our team. Dude, you don't want a self-starter working at Starbucks, okay? The only thing they're starting is a union, okay? Yeah, you don't want a self-starter working at Starbucks. They all have blue hair, facial piercings, and they know what collective bargaining is. You can order the Communist Manifesto on Amazon, and it gets delivered to your house in like 2 days. Just the way Karl Marx envisioned. All right. I was on my way to come here, and before I left my house, my roommate asked me, have you heard about the wildfires in Canada? That's why it's so smoky outside. I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, man, I'm thinking about going and getting a mask, because in New York, they're saying that being outside for 6 hours is the equivalent of smoking a pack of cigarettes. I'm like, dude, you smoke cigarettes. What are you worried about? Go outside. That's free smoke. Why are you still in here, dude? Save a lot of money puffing on that Nova Scotia pack. You know what I mean? Yeah, dude, I've been outside a lot lately, and I think it's because I'm fiending, man. I haven't smoked in like 6 months. I've just been out there just soaking up that wildfire. But yeah, in addition to that, I've been sober for 6 years, which is, yeah, thank you. Thanks. Yeah, it's always weird talking about that in clubs like this where alcohol's served, because I feel like to normal people, I might as well be up here like cheering, virginity rules, you know? Like, fuck yeah, dude. Saving myself for God and the kingdom of heaven, you know what I mean? But no, it got bad. Like, it was really bad for me. Like, it got so bad that my dealer offered to do my taxes one time, and I didn't ask any questions. I just gave him my W-2. And I was like, say no more, man. Yeah, it was rough. I did some time in jail for some drug-related charges. It was a while ago, but I was like a fish out of water in jail, man. I was just it was not my vibe at all. But I did I met some interesting characters. I met a guy named Skills, and one time Skills came back from court. And he was real downtrodden. He was like walking around, like shaking his head. And I walked up and I'm like, man, what's wrong, Skills? What's going on? And he's like, man, I just got sentenced to 5 years. Yeah, and I'm like, damn, Skills, that sucks. He's like, you know what, man? I ain't worried about Nathan. I'm about to go upstate, put my time up on the shelf, and get tatty blasted that one way. I was like, dude, I have no idea what you just said. I'm from Loveland, Ohio. You're going to have to translate for me. All right, that's all I got, guys. You've been great. Let's get your next comic up here. She goes by the name of Terry Foltz, everybody. Give Terry a warm round of applause.
So yesterday, when I was fucking my toilet, okay, thanks. I know I'm different than everyone else you're going to see tonight. There's lots of differences here, okay? I'm a woman. Well, I'm not. Well, yeah, I am. And I'm the only person, maybe in this entire room, that is too old to get early onset anything. That train has left the station. Yes, it has. And, you know, if I start forgetting things, which I do, and somebody says, well, how old are you? And I tell them I'm 70. They go, oh, that makes sense. When I was your age, 70 was so frickin' old. And now, look at me. Oh my God, it's strange being 70. And that's why I have this card, which I know you'll forgive me for having, because now you know how old I am, okay? It's not that I don't know my jokes. I'm afraid I'm gonna tell you a joke I just told you. You know, like your great aunt at the Thanksgiving table. Oh, I ever told you about, yes, yeah, don't tell us again. So I have this theory about aging. So I think, you know, we all go through so many changes in our lives, you know, and as we grow up. And I think we hit 50. And I think we just say, it's not going to get any better than this, you know? This is it. I'm not going to make any more money. I'm not going to get better looking. So I think this is what everybody does. They get to 50, and then they just turn around and head back the other way. And this, you know, this is why men who are, you know, 50 have a midlife crisis, you know, and they think they're 30, and of course they want to date someone their own age, so makes sense, right? Now, it's not like, you know, when you're 100 years old and someone's feeding you baby food and changing your diaper. It's more gradual than that, okay? So I'm kind of like in my teenage years again. You know, like I stay up till 3 a.m., I sleep until noon, I watch a lot of television, I play games on my iPad all day. It's like I'm 15 again without the collagen or the sex drive. Yeah, I'm looking. Okay. I have learned a lot in my 70 years. I've learned that teeth and joints were not designed to last this long. Yeah, everything in this body is new, brand new. Now, I've bought many doctors new cars. I hate to admit this, but just recently I learned, after living 70 years, just recently I learned the difference between merge and yield when I get on the interstate. Honestly. I've been married 41 years. You'd think I'd know merge and yield, but I don't. I wish I had learned it a lot earlier when my sons were small, and then I wouldn't have to say, no, honey, that's just the way truck drivers wave. And they believed me, thank God. Another thing about being 70 is that I'm really, really lazy. Now, there's 2 of us living in our house now that our sons are grown and flown. We have 9 recliners. No shit, we have 9 recliners. Our feet never meet the ground. If you were to come to our house and ring the doorbell, the first thing you would hear are 2 people in the back of the house going, shit! God, I gotta get up. The dog is the only one happy to see you. I've learned something. I was a retired school teacher, so I taught school for 32 years, high school English. And I love words. I'm now a playwright, and so that's my currency, words. I love words. And I have learned recently that there's a very strange word in our vocabulary that is always passive-aggressive, always. And the word it's really an innocent word. The word is just. Like, what, are you just gonna sit there? You go to Lowe's, ask a question. No, I just work here. It's like, he just doesn't know when to stop. I mean, I know when to stop, but he just doesn't know when to stop. It's crazy. Like, did you just get out of bed? I'm just saying. Just ask the question, just. Well, guys, I see the light. With my cataracts, I can still see the light. It's wonderful. Guys, that's all for me. Thank you so much for coming out. All right, welcome to the stage, Randall Roberts. Here you go. You're right here.
Sorry about that. Sometimes I come off a little too intense. That works. I figured it would. My wife thought it wouldn't. Told you I look psycho. It's my first time doing comedy, so bear with me. My wife, it was really important to her that I come off as being kind and loving. But fuck her, and fuck you guys too. Let's have a good time. Hell yeah. All right. So that's my intro. All right. So a lot of comics start off by saying like what they look like, and I struggle with this because I look like a lot of people. There's a lot of us out there. You've seen us. Yeah. But I guess the best one I came up with is I look like my credit score is 850. All right, you guys like that? Some of you. Some of you don't believe it. It's true. I have a wife. She keeps me on track. All right. Anyone else out there have ADHD? Hell yeah. Woo! Yes. Brothers and sisters. Yeah, it's never really held me back though. I mean, I went through school, got through it, you know. It is kind of funny that we just had an English teacher, followed by someone who hasn't read a book since the 4th grade. I like the diversity. But yeah, so ADHD, you know, it never slowed me down really. I have a good career, I have a good life. I'm doing comedy now the first time. Shit, what was I saying? I also have OCD. Anyone have OCD? Yeah, got all the disorders in the house tonight. Yeah. It's also why I don't read. Every time I read a disorder, it's like, I have that. But yeah, so OCD, you know, I had a good ADHD joke. You want to hear my OCD joke? Yeah. You want to hear my OCD joke? Sure. You want to hear my OCD joke? Alright, so, man, 5 minutes is a long time. This is like when I lost my virginity, but longer. You know, I try to keep up with the times. You know, I try to like stay hip, and you know. So I learned about woke. I became woke a few years ago. Anyone woke out there? All right, we're in Cincinnati. This joke's gonna go real well. But no. So I was woke a few years ago. Yeah, I went back to sleep. That shit was horrible. Turns out my ancestors were a piece of shit. Sorry about that. To some of you. So, others of you, I don't know why you're laughing. It's kind of, I don't know. I don't want to turn it that way. Let's keep it light. So, you know, I used to be a go-getter. Yeah, I used to like get good grades, and I excelled in everything I did. But eventually I just couldn't keep up with the pace of life, so I burned out. Yeah, I was like 7 or 8 years old. Like reading sentences, I'm cool with that. But now you want me to write them? I mean, that's bullshit. Let's play dodgeball instead. Comedy can be kind of scary. And, I said I wouldn't do a dirty joke. I'm going to do a dirty joke. You guys want to hear it? Yeah. So, damn, what's that light going to hit? Anyway, back to my material. So comedy is kind of like I'm talking about, sir? At least one of them. Okay, yeah, okay. That's good. Someone had a smile on her face. Good for you, sir. Good for you. But yeah, so comedy's like eating pussy, you know. It's if you're doing it well, it's a lot of fun. But one slip of the tongue and you're eating shit. All right, that's my show. So thank you guys for showing up. Really appreciate it. Yeah. So next to the stage, please keep it going for Brady Bunch.
All right, take that one more time for Randall. Come on, keep it going now. Hey, you left your notes up here. Take those with you. Oh, no, my head. Thank you, Morgan. Oh, all right. Yes, if in case you're confused, my legal name is Brady Bunch. Yes, my parents are fucking assholes, right? Only you guys can imagine, what my childhood was like. Right? I don't have to get into it. Pretty shitty, right? My middle name is Joe, so I couldn't even go by my initials. Yeah, BJ Bunch. Yeah, that's not working. Plus, I found out my older sisters already had that nickname, so... Ouch. My dad was 55 years old when I was born. Yep. 56 when he left. As he called it, family retirement. It's hard to be mad at my dad, he fought in World War II. He fought the Nazis. He also fought the urge to call me on birthdays and holidays. So when he got bone cancer, prayers answered. God works in mysterious ways, guys. Come on. Come on. If you're a believer, you're a believer. I feel pretty good. I got new hair growth shampoo, and it's working. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Come on. Woo! I got it on my eyebrows. Holy shit, do not do that. I'm plucking every morning at 5 a.m. What the fuck is going on? The one morning I didn't do it, woke up, my wife was like, "Pah, pah, what are you?" I was like, I got it on my bush too. I can't even wear underwear now. I do, it looks like it's got a diaper on, so I was like, fuck it. Because I'm talking back bush as well. I'm married, been with my wife for about 20 years. We just got into anal sex, listen up. It's awesome. I love it. Yeah, I love it. Woo! You know what I'm talking about, guy back there grinning all weird. She hates it. It was my birthday though recently, so you know what time it is. You know what time it is, blue shirt. Butthole time. She's like, ooh, yeah, Come on, baby, come on. She's like, no, exit only. Nope, come on. It's messy. Come on. It hurts my fingers. Shut up and get in there. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Clean me out like a pumpkin. Like a pumpkin. You know what I'm talking about. You probably can't tell, but I'm a trophy husband. Boom, let that sink in. I stayed at home and raised the kids. Bad career choice by myself, but hey. No, just kidding, my kids are cool. I didn't know why I brought my kids into it. I was just talking about getting my asshole cleaned out. When I was 10 years old, my mom in a trailer park, she thought it was a good idea for me to go next door and learn the birds and the bees from my neighbors. Linda and Linda. Nobody else was a little boy that learned birds and bees from two truck stop lesbians? You missed out. You missed out on what? Because I learned a bunch of advanced fingering techniques that you would not believe. It was awesome. Made me totally awesome in high school. Leave you on this one, guys. I am a bit older than these comics, you know, these other comics you've seen. Not a lot of them like to talk to me. Because I got Polaroids of their moms. What the fuck, guys? Come on, man. I can't fuck your mom and we can tell jokes together? Fuck. Seriously. I got a couple of your moms in one picture. Fuck, come on. Shit. All right, guys, thank you so much. Put your hands together for your next comic. The fucking Cincinnati bad boy himself, Rand Barnacle.
Wow, Bunchman getting fucked in his butt by his wife. Bunchman. I don't know why everybody said there was something wrong with this crowd. You guys look fine. Okay. Yeah, worst one ever. You guys okay? Shut the gas station down early to come? Huh? Sit in side saddle, gentleman style. Nice. Good. Arms crossed. Bad energy. Good. Thruple. Good. He crossed his arms. Dude, I was driving through rural. You know, like the woods. I was driving through woods part of Ohio. What is up with the fucking Amish? Do you know about these? Amish people? I didn't even think they were real. I thought that was a movie. I thought that was like a movie thing. Amish people. And then I saw them and I was like, what are they, farm Jews? I had no idea. I had no idea. Are they? What are they? I saw them and I was like, what the fuck? Dude, they play it fast and loose with those fucking buggies too. They're like, the guy's arms are huge from doing whatever they do, butter, jacking. And he's riding the thing. I'm going like 60 miles an hour down a fucking state route, and he just in the middle is like, here we go, and just turned. No road. His whole fucking family's in his wife, the baby. What's a baby omelet? Omelet. The omelet. Bouncing around. There's horse shit on the road. I said that to a dude. I was like, you see these fucking Amish people out here? And they were like, dude, do not fuck with the Amish. I was like, okay, I'm not. And then he was like, they will fuck you up. They raise barns. I was like, dude, they won't fuck me up. Any construction worker would probably fuck me up. But they wouldn't, an Amish person wouldn't fuck me up. If they came up to me, I'd just pull my vape out and be like, get the fuck away from me. Get away from me! See this? The devil's in here. They're allergic to lights or whatever. I have no idea what's up with them. They're all fucked up. Finally having fun, stone facing me still. Good. Thruple? Just a couple good friends hanging out. Good deal. I went to a drag show, a drag queen show. I'd never been. I went. Disgusting. I'm kidding. What if that's how it started? No, it's fun. But I was like, I'd never been, and I thought drag shows, I thought they lip sync songs that we like all knew, like Rihanna and Beyonce and fun shit. I thought you threw money, and they came out and they were like, what is love? Or whatever. But they sing songs no one's ever fucking heard of, ever. They sing songs from like the 1950s, and they'll come out and they'll be like, I got fucked at breakfast, and you're like, what is this? What is going on here? And did you know this? A lot of the performers are guys. The hell? Bewildered. All right. Are they really, sir? I saw somebody bring a cat into a bar on a leash. I said somebody, a woman. We all knew it was a woman. Nobody in here was like, what was his name? Did I know him? Nah. It was a woman. That's it. I'm kidding. Dude, cat, you can't bring a cat into a bar. I mean,
bringing a cat into a bar is the same thing as bringing a baby onto an airplane. As soon as anybody sees it, they're like, see, this is why I fucking hate women.
The whole reason why.
Also, cats are the worst animals in public. I had a cat. I loved a cat. But my cat died. I shot him. He shouldn't have scratched my shoes. I'm kidding. He had diabetes, so I shot him. But we don't get sick in my family. So the cat is the worst in public because, like, if a dog goes to a bar and the dog's thirsty, a bartender can just throw a bowl of water down and a dog will be like, wah, 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 and everybody will be like, oh my God, dog in the bar. But if a cat gets thirsty at a bar, the owner has to be like, excuse me, do you have a constantly dripping shower he can drink out of? Please, he's dying. Do you have a glass of water that's been sitting on a windowsill for 3 days? It's 90 fucking degrees. Plus, even cats in public, if you see a stray dog and you're driving through a neighborhood, what does everybody do when they see a stray dog and you're driving? You're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, help it. Help it. It's a fur baby. Gary, pull over. Help it. Help me. You see a stray cat in a neighborhood and you're like, this is a bad fucking neighborhood, dude. What am I, in Brazil? All right, that's enough out of me. Thank you, everybody. Absolutely fantastic audience. All right, this next comic is celebrating this month 32 years. Here he is as a magician. It's John Lewis, baby!
Okay, would you guys like to see a magic trick? Okay, here we go. Dun, dun, da-da! Ta-da! Hey, I do that in Pikeville, Kentucky, and they say, how did he do that? Anyway, I want to introduce you to my little friend here. This is Snowball. Everyone say, hi, Snowball. Hi, Snowball. And Snowball, ladies and gentlemen, is the world's coolest party animal. And Snowball knows that the coolest kids and people in the whole world are right here at Go Bananas. Am I right? Say yeah! Yeah! And Snowball is a good rabbit. He, Snowball! No. This is a squirt bottle. You know, I like to freak people out. I just walk up with the rabbit and go, anyway, if you want to pet Snowball, after the show you can pet Snowball, okay? So everyone say, bye, Snowball. And then, Snowball! No, because you won't. Yeah, I love doing that joke when I perform at a nursing home. Hey, this is no more a real rabbit than the Reds have a real baseball team. But, okay. You love me. Hey, I admit, I am the world's whitest white man. Like so many white men before, I was shortchanged in life. You've heard of innies and outies? I have an innie, but it's not my belly button. Yes, if they donated my body to science, my manhood would go to microbiology. Some men can do a helicopter, I can do a submarine. Down periscope. They've even named a nursery rhyme after me, Wee Willie Winky. I feel like when I look down at myself in the morning, I'm like the Wicked Witch of the West. I'm melting! Or maybe even the Munchkins. We represent the men with small PBs. And I am white. I can even do something weird with my face. I can make a Star Wars character. Watch. Jabba the Hutt. Or in later films, Carrie Fisher. But I am divorced. I'm divorced. It was the biggest mistake of my life. They say you never know somebody until you marry them. That's true, because I was drunk that weekend in Vegas. But we just never saw eye to eye. She says potato, I say potato. I say tomatoes, she says, I hate you, you disgust me, don't touch me. And I say that's a terrible thing to hear on your wedding night. But they were the biggest bunch of rednecks I ever married into. Their family tree not only didn't it fork, but it doubled back on itself. Yes, she said, I want you to meet my dad, my brother, my uncle, my cousin. And there was one guy standing there. And her brother, what a redneck, what a redneck. This is a guy who went into a gas station, saw a sign that said, no shirt, no shoes, no service, and figured, well, there goes that job interview. Yeah, I was going to say, and it was a rough neighborhood. I was just standing around, and a guy comes up to me and says, my name's Patrick, I moved into the neighborhood. Oh, okay. And he goes, yeah, by law, I have to tell you that. Well, good to meet you, Father Patrick. And her uncle, boy, he was weird. When they had their big Thanksgiving dinner, he wanted to carve up the turkey. And I kept thinking, shouldn't you wait till it's dead and clean before you do that? Oh, well. But all I can say is laugh at yourself, because in this club, if you don't, no one else will. And don't set the bar too high, because if you set the bar too high, short people won't have a place to drink. So myself and Snowball would like to say thank you very much. Hope you got your funnies worth. Right now, I'm going to unhook. I'm going to detach from the main cable and introduce you to the next comedian. He's a wonderful man, a funny man named Rod Paulette. Put your hands together for the next comedian.
How you guys doing? Shitty and lethargic. I'm glad you stayed. It's amazing that you stayed for this long. Where should I start? Okay. I saw black people coming, and I saw you come late, which thanks. Appreciate that. What you do apparently reflects on me. White people, you do that a lot with black people. I don't know what that's about. You see one black guy do something, you think we're all doing that. I was here. I mean, I was late too, but not as late as they were. That's the point I'm trying to say. I'm late as well. I'm just not as It's fucking funny, man. Every black comic always says, oh, black people like this, black people like. I don't really do that. I'll be honest with you, white people, I don't know if you know this or not. I feel a lot about black people the way you do. Yeah, they get on my nerves too. I'm not that happy about it. I mean, listen, there are black people in here, let's just be honest. We're as scared of our own people as they are scared of us. Let's be. Really? You get quiet. Fuck you. You're lying. Any of the 5 black people that are here that have walked into an all-black joint and gone, where the fuck did all these black people come from? I need to be ready for black people, ma'am, just like you are. Like you go someplace, you go see Common or something, there's more black people than you expected. You get nervous. I know, I've seen it. You walk in and you go, hey, oh, hi, oh, hello, hi. That's the white people thing when they get nervous. Hi, hello. You start fucking waving. I walk in and see a lot of black people. I get nervous too. Like here's a true story. I was flying from Columbus to Tampa, Florida. I'm from Columbus, and I got to my gate and it was all black people. It was like 155 black people, and I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Apparently there was 3 family reunions happening at the same time in Florida, so the gate had nothing but black. I was like, what the fuck? This is not. What am I flying? Soul plane? What the fuck is happening, man? I got so nervous. I called one of the flight attendants, or excuse me, come here, please, come here. Who are all of these people? Yeah. Call the home people, these people. And then she got cute. I thought they came with you, sir. No, that didn't happen. I didn't bring 150 black people. It's funny. They're all like that. There's a lot of things I realized that I can't say anymore. I just found that out. I guess I missed a meeting. I used the word retarded in a show not too long ago, and a lady got mad at me. I didn't know until after the show, and she told me, she's like, oh my God, you were funny, but you used the R word. And I'm like, the R word? the fuck is the R word? I mean, I know the N word, I know the C word. What's the, a rim job? Reach around? What did I say? You said retarded, and I have a special needs child, and I was offended. And I was like, ma'am, I didn't mean your child. I'm not talking about anyone with special needs. I'm talking about my friend Steve. He's an asshole. It's the same. But let me ask you a question. Did you bring your special needs child to a comedy show where people talk about smoking weed and drinking? Did you do that? Because if you did, you're a little fucking retarded yourself. People get angry by proxy now, you know that? People get mad. People get mad for people that are not even in the fucking room. Here's a prime example. The special needs child was not in the room. He was not any special needs. He doesn't know what the fuck I said. Give him a cookie and tell him he's at the fucking amusement park. I don't know. See, that's a mean joke about special needs people. That other thing was about my friend Steve. So here's the other thing. It goes on. Like I was at a bar talking to a friend of mine. I was talking about my ex-girlfriend, and I called her a bitch. And the lady behind me tapped me on the shoulder. She goes, "Excuse me, yes, I don't like that word." What? The B word. I wasn't fucking talking to you. But I got an idea. Why don't I give you my ex-girlfriend's number? Because you two bitches will fit fine together. People just get angry about shit that doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, mad about. Like I still smoke cigarettes, which is weird. I know, because nobody smokes cigarettes anymore. Everybody smokes weed. Like when people ask me when I go, I smoke. People go, "Oh, really? We got some right now?" No, Marlboro. I don't mean whatever the latest weed is. I don't know anything about weed. But the problem with look, how many people are pot smokers? I'm just curious. Yeah. I get it, I just don't get the whole, like it's just, I have a friend who works for an airline, right? And he said, "Hey man, we were hiring, but the problem was, all the people that we brought in, 35, they failed the drug test, right? And they were all surprised that pot was on the drug test." And I'm like, are all people under 30 fucking stupid? Back in my day, people dried out before they even came to the fucking interview. Right? And I'm like, yeah, I gotta stop smoking weed because I'm trying to get a job. But apparently people just come as they fucking are. What is that about? What the fuck? We're taking this be yourself shit way too. Don't be yourself. Be somebody who's smarter than you are. Because you're fucking stupid. All right, folks, let's bring up the next act. Coming to the stage, your next comedian of the night, Mr. Isaiah Mason.
He put extra grip on that one right there. Give it up for my dad, guys. We look like better outside than we do in here. You'll see later on. So I am engaged. Anybody bring their significant other here? How about you? Yeah? Still get laid? Yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and take notes. What do you do?
Anything I tell them.
I do that and it still don't work. So yeah, I call her my wife, even though we're not married yet. You know, it's tough times right now. Everything's so damn expensive. But because we mainly do shit married couples already do, coming to that right now, I don't get laid anymore. When we argue, damn, I don't usually hit. Come on now. Come on now. Not the pity laughs. I don't need that. No, but and we argue a lot about just, you know, why is the stove in the kitchen? Like, I don't know. I didn't put it there. I'm sorry. All right. Well, that one was not very good. Okay. Well. I think I'm banned from a Golden Corral. Thank you. I was about 14, about to get real depressing in a second. My mom passed away when I was 14, so my family was like, well, we'll take them out to eat, try and take their mind off of it, and we ended up going to Golden Corral. And like I said, I'm 14. I have brothers and sisters, but you know, I was mainly hanging out with my brothers and being young, doing stupid shit, for running out the bathroom, throwing paper towels over the stalls, hitting people with them. You know, normal kid shit. And then we go to sit back down. My brother looks at me and he says, "Hey man, you want to make 20 bucks?" And I was like, it's a weird way of asking that, but yeah, sure. He was like, "Dare you to go shit in the urinal?" I'm no bitch, okay? So let me just get that straight right now. I'm no bitch. I'm still waiting on that $20 to this day. Still have not got it. It's been about 7 years. I still have not got the 20 bucks. I feel like I should have raised it to 40 because I got caught. It's embarrassing when you're out with your family and all of a sudden the manager, ends up walking up to your table, looks my aunt directly in the eyes, and he says, "Ma'am, is that your son?" She said, "God, no, but what'd he do?" This is where it gets funny, because he looked at me, looked at my aunt, looked at me in disgust, and was like, "He just took a dump in our urinal." And my aunt was like, "Oh my God, I'm sorry, he'll clean it up. He'll clean it up." I wouldn't have. I would have been disgusted. I was disgusted I even did it. And he was like, "I've already took care of it." About 5 minutes go by and the cops roll in. So now I'm thinking, oh shit, I fucked up. They go to the manager, and I'm like, yeah, this is it. I'm going to jail. It was supposed to be funny. The army walks in. I'm like, they're going to fucking kill me over this? They're going to have a firing squad over this. No, somebody had a heart attack, and I don't know why the army was there. Maybe they were just hungry or something. I have no idea. Yeah, so my brother turned 18 not that long ago, and I figured as a good big brother, I don't know if he's gotten laid yet, so I went to the adult store. And I met a lovely girl named Lola there. I had to blow her up and everything, threw her in the backseat of my car. Don't worry guys, I buckled her up, she was safe. Made it even more awkward as I had to get gas before I went up there, so as I'm pumping gas, everybody's giving me the look of what the fuck's wrong with her guy. Yeah, I recently just bought a house. Hey, appreciate that, thank you. 21 years old and I have a house, I think I'm doing pretty good. My neighbors are weird. It's about 11:30 at night. I have a 5-month-old now, and like I said, it's 11:30 at night, she's asleep, and this bitch rang the doorbell. Now, my baby's a light sleeper. She didn't wake up, and she was like, "Your dog's out." And I'm like, no, my dog's inside. I have a Chow Lab Pit Mix, a big dog. She was like, "Well, usually I let him in, but he growled at me." And I was like, "No, that's not my dog. My dog don't growl." She's like, "The black dog?" And I was like, "Well, shit, maybe that is my dog." Went back there, it's him. She's like, "Yeah, I didn't want to knock because I know you guys have a baby." Bitch, you rang the doorbell. That's worse. Like I said, I just bought a house, so I'm broke as shit. I'm doing anything to make extra money now. I mean, I make good money where I work at now, but you guys know every penny counts. So I will be giving hand jobs out back. I'll start it off as low as $20. Anybody wanna? You're looking at me like you want it. After the show out back, I got you. Won't be that long either, I'm good. Alright, I'm gonna bring up your next comedian. Give it up for the very funny Tommy Gray.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? I'm noticing running theme with the performers tonight of being jobless. Hate to ruin the street, but I have a job. Woo! Nah, don't clap though. It's fucking Amazon. It's Amazon, guys. Amazon, working at Amazon is like, y'all remember that fancy word the British have for slavery, indentured servitude? Yeah, I signed up for this shit, but man, this is not okay. So, I was working at my job the other day, and I was in the van. I was going down the highway, and I realized, damn, my motherfucking left blinker don't work. I called dispatch, right? I'm like, "Hey, dispatch, listen, my left blinker, I don't know what's wrong with it, it just don't work." So, I swear to God, this nigga's on the phone, and he says, "Well, you already left the station, so you just gonna have to let him know." Fuck do that mean? How the fuck I'm gonna let him know? So I'm driving down I-75 with my window rolled down screaming, "Watch out, blood!" Every time I gotta make a left turn. Shit crazy, man. Man, I bet you're wondering, why do I stay at a job so dangerous, so life-threatening? I don't think you guys understand. We get a pizza party once in a while. It's just fucking dope. But yeah, America has the strongest army in the world, right, Americans, right? Woo! I beg to differ. Personally, the strongest army in the world, I'd have to say, is probably the Taliban. And let me explain why I say it's the Taliban, all right? America, we've got all this gear, this tech, we got these stealth bombers, armored suits, guns. Our soldiers have guns in case other guns don't work. The Taliban, on the other hand, all them niggas got is an AK-47 and a pair of flip-flops. They still fighting fucking wars. I think that's impressive, to just look at those overwhelming odds and be like, if I die, I die, fuck it. I went to a party about a week ago. I was talking to this girl, baddest bitch at the party, and we were having a nice conversation. But then this Deontay Wilder built motherfucker walks by and he bumps into her, which it was an accident. I saw it. He didn't mean to do it. But regardless, she punched him in the back of his fucking head. I thought that was overkill. I was like, Jesus Christ. This guy turns around and looks at me though, and I was like, oh Lord. I grew up being taught that snitches get stitches, but all that shit went out the window as soon as I saw the way he looked at me. Y'all ever emptied y'all pockets just to make sure you could snitch harder? I was like, hey, my guy, blood, that was her, cuz. That was not, you see what I'm pointing at? Right there, yup, with the camo shorts and the fat ass. She just punched your shit, bro. Yeah, shit was crazy, man. I think that's a wild prerequisite to get your number. I gotta box the strongest motherfucker at the party? Hell nah, man. It's only one pussy in the world worth all that, and it wasn't hers. But yeah, I just broke up with my girlfriend recently. Broke up with her. Tough times, y'all. But I remember our last argument pretty clearly, like it happened yesterday. So I was on my way home. I texted her, I said, babe, I'm getting Subway. You want something from Subway? She said, no, Subway's nasty. You gotta go somewhere else. Can anyone in this room tell me, how the fuck is Subway nasty? You literally sit there and make the sandwich yourself. That was the last straw. I broke up with her, dumbass. But yeah. Y'all know what a happy ending is? You go to a massage parlor, you ask for a happy ending. So I've been going around trying to get one. Turns out, if you go to a massage parlor and ask for a happy ending, they kick your ass out. That is not cool. That is not okay. But like I said, the only way to get one is to ask. So moral of the story is, I'm banned from every massage parlor within a 10-mile radius of downtown Cincinnati. So if you know me from somewhere, it's that poster on the wall. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm running out of time here. I had these jokes about how, for some reason, it feels like the black comedians always go last, but for some reason, they threw some guy in like halfway through the show today. So, yeah, I got all these fucking Rosa Parks jokes I'm just gonna have to get rid of. I can't even use them anymore. This shit sucks. Wasted my damn time. But hey, that's all I got for y'all. Let's give it up for the next comedian. Let's give it up for Matt.
Hey, what the fuck's going on, everybody? How are you? He said the first half of my first name. Let's give it up for Matt. Matt in the house. You hear me? Hey! Black guys go last. Here I am. What's up? You guys got pissed on by a rabbit? That was pretty cool. That was neat. Give it up for Tommy, man. Make some noise. Give it up for him. Yeah. He likes pizza parties and the Taliban. So let's hear it for the Taliban one time up in this bitch. Make some noise for the Taliban. This one guy clapped because he fucking fell for it. You're dumb for that. Don't clap for the Taliban in public. Thanks, man. That was nice of you. My name's Max Haddad. That's my full name, the name he was supposed to say, but he didn't. It's okay. Name's Max Haddad. Easy way to remember is that I changed my name when my dad left. It used to be Max Hasdad. So that's a pretty easy way to remember. No, he didn't leave. He's a good guy. He's 81. He moved here from the Middle East when he was 17, and he just like still can't get his shit together. He was trying to give me wise advice the other day, right? Like real sage advice, and he goes, if you don't know where you're going, then you don't know where you're gonna go. And that's all he said. That's it. And then he kept doing this for a really long time. And he goes, you know what I mean? I said, I think I do, Dad. Arabic education. not as good as American. Ballpark, is that pretty close? He says words wrong. Orange juice, say it, Dad. Orange juice, not even close. Not even a little bit close. Comes from an orange plant. No, it doesn't. No, it does not. We were driving in the car the other day. Well, we weren't both driving. That would be gay. But we were driving, and I guess there's this guy like going really fast behind us. So he looks in his rearview mirror and he just goes, "Oh, this guy's coming on me." There's like this weird Arabic pride thing where I can't correct him too. So I have to just be like, "Yes, Father, yes. He's coming on you, yes. Great, awesome. Get home, Mom's like, how's your day? Pretty good, Dad's covered in sperm." So, makes it sound like I did it. I didn't do it. There's this restaurant in town that he likes to go to called Cheeseburger in Paradise. But when he wants to go there, he says, "Take me to the cheeseburger parade." It's cute, right? It's cute. But Dad, I don't care how many parades you throw for American food. I saw you smile during 9/11. Yeah. And that's normally the reaction, but check this out. Bill Cosby said, if everybody likes your jokes, you're doing something wrong. And then he drugged a bunch of women, so it's probably not the best advice, you know? I'm gonna come to you for a quick question. Plane gets hijacked, what's your weapon of choice? Somebody answered for you, said grenade, which you can't bring on a plane. I don't know if you know. It's okay. There's a really dumb guy behind you that answered for you, so don't worry about it. You're good, man. Here's what my weapon of choice would be, okay? It would be my mouth. Because you don't have to kill them, you just have to ruin their mission. 72 virgins, that's what they're promised, unless they do gay shit. That's right. I'll go down not on one, but on both knees for this country. You hear me? My black box, you can fuck it. That Uncle Sam poster, "We Want You," it's just him pointing at my mouth, the back of my throat. So then the guy that I give like the patriotic rescue hand job to, he doesn't want to fly into the buildings anymore, right? He wants to live. So he's like, "We don't have to fly into the buildings." Derails the whole mission. We go to Paris. It's beautiful, right? Have you guys ever heard an American order a croissant? But instead of saying croissant, they say croissant. "Hello, I would like a croissant. I would like a croissant." That's like a French person saying, "Hello, I would like a hamburger." Bizarre. All right, guys, that's my time. Thank you so much. Make some noise for your next comedian, Nick Galoon.
Thank you, Max. My name's Nick. I'm a comic from Nashville. So good to be here, man. Thank you all for coming out once I figure out this mic stand. All right. We're banging on all cylinders now. Like I said, I'm from Nashville, and yeah, we don't all wear cowboy boots, all right? So I promise I'm not going to whip a guitar out or anything. Just get that stereotype out of your mind right now, okay? Bigots. All right, it's officially June. It's June. Yeah, you know what that means. Father's Day, where are my fathers at? Come on, show of hands, show it. One guy, all right. Does anybody in the audience have a father? Show of hands. Okay. All right, that usually gets a pretty good response, depending on the room. But no, I was driving the other day and I heard an ad on the radio, right? And it was from a local car dealership. And the whole pitch in the ad was like, what better way to tell Dad you love him this Father's Day than with a new GMC Sierra? Yeah, I was glad I heard that, because I was really on the fence between that and a new beachside bungalow in Malibu for old Pops, you know? Like a new car on Father's Day, is that really a common gift to get your dad? I thought $50 to Outback Steakhouse was generous, you know? Here, Dad, what better way to tell you I love you than with a bloomin' onion, followed by diarrhea. We got people drinking. We got people drinking on a Wednesday. Okay, cool. Degenerates. I love TVs and movies, y'all. I wonder why people in TV shows and movies always order really gross drinks. You know what I mean? Like, hear me out. It's always a situation where a character in a TV show or movie walks up to the bar. Bartender's like, "What can I get for you?" And they're always like, 3 fingers of whiskey. Neat. Leave the bottle. I think Hollywood's stuck in like the 1930s, you know? Because the times I've actually witnessed somebody order something like that have been seldom. And it's usually a hobo off the street, you know? Like, it's 2023. I think the movie industry should get with the times a little more in this context in order to make things more believable, right? Like, I want to see, like, Jason Statham in his next role walk into a bar, still frazzled from a high-speed pursuit. Bartender's like, "What can I get for you?" "Passion fruit, truly." "It's still happy hour, right?" "Okay, so they're 2 for 1. Great, just bring me the case." "They're still only 100 calories, right?" "Great, I got a wedding next month. I got to be able to fit in my tux." That's a progressive drink order, people. Hollywood, let's make it happen, okay? Speaking of low-calorie seltzers, I've been trying to lose some weight. I've been trying to get in better shape myself. And it's hard, man. It's tough. Losing weight's tough. Yeah. People often ask me, like, "Oh, what's your motivation behind wanting to get in better shape, have more energy, be more focused, sleep better?" Quite frankly, it's none of those things. Right? I'm just trying to sit down without my ass crack sticking out. You know, like simple goals, man. Because I feel like that's a sign, you know, that you've officially become fat when that happens more frequently, right? Like, you don't see that in skinny people. No, like if a skinny person goes to sit down and you see their crack, they're probably not wearing pants, okay? Like, that's the only situation in which that would occur, you know? But like, I think a good indicator that you might be out of shape, though, is by how many fast food apps you've downloaded, you know? So this year, I swear, I've vowed to delete 3 of them. Mainly because I'm running out of storage on my phone. Yeah, even my phone needs to lose weight at this point, people. All right. Y'all ever go through the drive-thru and they hand you your food and you're immediately disappointed because the bag's not as heavy as you anticipated it would be? I get that disappointment all the time. Like, inflation sucks, man. You know, like you shouldn't feel that defeated with that, but you do. You know, that's why I love going to Taco Bell. Okay. I love going to Taco Bell. You know why? Because that's one place where you'll never be disappointed by the weight of the bag there. Because what the bag lacks in food, it makes up for in hot sauce. Like, they give you so much hot sauce at Taco Bell, man. And I never throw any away. That's a waste, right? So I haven't bought a bottle of hot sauce in 15 years. You come to my house at Halloween, you're not getting candy. Nope, I got mild hot fire Diablo. Take it or leave it, kids. I have found that the fire pairs exceptionally well with a Hot Pocket. Like, no lie, the last time I went through a Taco Bell drive-thru, they gave me 20 packets of hot sauce. And all I ordered was a Baja Blast. You know? Those hot sauce packets are like Bernie Madoff's investment returns. They keep going up, but in the end, your ass still gets torched. That's my time. My name's Nick Galouz. Thank y'all for being an awesome audience. I'm going to bring up your next comment. Ladies and gentlemen, I just met him before the show. He's a super nice guy, a new friend of mine. Give it up for Charlie Berkeley, everyone.
What the fuck is up, Cincinnati? Thank you. Oh, fuck, I'm all tangled. I usually do stand-up in Indiana, so this is going to feel really nice for me as a Bengals fan. Can I get a hooday? Hooday! Yeah, this is still just unbelievable. Nick, you got that thing twisted, man. Oh, speaking of drive-thrus, anybody getting sick and tired of them asking you if you want to donate your change and round up? Right. Yes. Half the time, you don't even know where it's fucking going. I was on my way down here today, stopped in Kokomo, Indiana. If you don't know where it is, that's where you stop to get fast food when you're coming from Indiana to Ohio. And they asked me if I wanted to donate my change and round up. And I go, well, who's it for? They go, the kids. What fucking kids are these for? Is it for the Hitler Youth? The Young Republicans? It's the same thing. Oh. Don't you dare tell me it's for the poor. I'm in your fucking drive-thru. I am the poor. Oh. I swear I know my jokes. I'm just really ADD, so I gotta check this shit. Oh. But yeah, anyone out here think that a Crunchwrap is just a burrito for flat earthers? That's the random shit that I ask my girlfriend in the middle of the night. She still puts up with me. I don't know why. I'll just be sitting there half asleep and go, "Do you think illiterate people enjoy alphabet soup as much as the rest of us?" You know, when you think about it, I wouldn't trust anyone with a cracked phone to hold a baby. Why is it that we call brain-dead people vegetables, but we don't call inbred people sandwiches? That one usually splits the room on there with it. But I love her. She recently just moved in with me. So anyone who has a significant other living with them, do you know what that means? I no longer know where any of my own shit is in my own house. She's gonna rearrange while I'm on this trip doing comedy, and I'm gonna come home and it's gonna be like fucking Helen Keller in a hotel room, just me bumping around everywhere trying to figure out my own way around my house. But she brought her 2 cats with her when she moved in. I've had dogs my whole life, so that was a change. But I think at least one of them's starting to warm up. The other day I fell asleep in my lazy chair and the cat got up on top of me and wriggled in and turned around and showed me its butthole. I went, "Oh, you're just like your mama." She fucking hates that joke. But anybody make a New Year's resolution this year? No? Just you were just immediately like, "Fuck that. Not even worth it. Not gonna make it. Why bother?" I made 2. One of them's working out, the other one's not. The one that's not is working out. I tried to go hiking up in Canada, started that fucking wildfire with these fucking scorch makers right here rubbing together. Oh. My other one that is going well is reading. Reading's awesome. I even found a whole new genre I didn't even know I'd love. And it turns out I love reading about my high school bullies getting arrested for opioids. It's the greatest fucking thing. Anyone here have any weird kinks because of their parents? My mom used to beat me with a wooden spoon when I'd act up. So naturally, as a fat kid, I decided to start fucking around at dinner time just to see if I could get a taste before the meal actually showed up. But you gotta be careful. You gotta be real careful. There's a fine line between a spanking and salmonella. You gotta time that right. But anywho, I am from a small town in northern Indiana. There's approximately 7,000 people that live in my town. So it's a lot like a West Side Catholic wedding. About the same amount of people show up. Oh, stop. I got a whole family group on the... Oh, shit. Was that Max? You're the one who answered a grenade on a plane for your weapon.
I did. I said Bobcat.
Oh, well, either way, I'm related to him, so... Ooh, that's why I didn't do well on the SAT. But anywho, my dad's originally from the West Side. He's one of those old school guys who likes to come back home and visit, drive around, say things used to be so good in the good old days, like when casual racism was a thing. He's not my boss too, so that's a real interesting dynamic because he's like a super MAGA Republican, and I'm kind of liberal. I just want to be able to smoke pot and carry a gun at my gay friend's wedding. I don't think it's that bad. But for him, I am Nancy Pelosi's girdle. That is how far left I'm rolling. Just holding up the Democratic Party in all its glory. Holidays are weird. Anywho, that's my light on there with it. Let me bring up your next comic. I apparently missed my first one. Your next comic invented corn on the cob. Give it up for Jeremiah Phillips.
How everybody doing tonight? Y'all can do better than that. How everybody doing tonight? Okay. This is my first time doing comedy. You know, I'm really new to this. I kind of enjoy it. I ain't never really found myself kind of funny. I just say shit, and I'll be very serious. People just, Now I say that people take me as a joke. That don't mean nothing. You know, I'm 20, you know, I'm young, I'm living life. I'm college, you know, fucking hate it. Basically high school, but you gotta fucking pay for it. Who wants to go through that again? But, you know, I got one little tiny dilemma that I'm trying to deal with in my life right now. Just the context before I go in. So I'm the youngest out of 5. All my siblings are in their mid to late 30s. Once again, I'm 20. My mama was just out there. So I came to a sad conclusion that, sorry, Mama. Oh, my mom's a whore. Ain't no damn way that my oldest sibling is 37 and I just turned 20. It's funny. And the sad part is, all of them do not know their dads. Oh, we all have different dads. And that's not really nailed that down though. My mom was just out here having fun. And it's kind of funny because every time me and my brother and sister get into it, we go back and forth. I say things, they say things. And every time they put that little nail in the coffin, I just say, "Who the fuck are you gonna tell your dad?" As soon as they start crazy, what I do? Daddy! Son, you can't do. You know? And that's also why I respect my dad too. Cause ain't no damn way I'm about to marry a woman with 4 different kids, about 4 different men. He's a strong individual for that, but I admire my dad. Cause my black ass couldn't do it. If you met my mom, she do not make it fucking easy. Oh, y'all laughing, I'm so fucking serious. I am scared. Nah, but I love it though. One thing about my dad, one thing we bond over is movies and music. But my dad, he is 57, almost 60, old as hell. That's so funny too. Nah, one of our favorite movies though, bond over, well, movie franchise is the Rocky franchise. We love it. Thank you for the one guy who actually know who Rocky is. Y'all all should clap for that. Sylvester Stallone is the national treasure. If you disagree, fuck all y'all. But nah, one thing I love about that movie is Apollo Creed. You know, he's a great representation of a black man. You know, he's great, buff, perfect afro, Cleveland brown mustache. Who wouldn't want that? But one thing I also love, like, even though he got his ass whooped, he didn't have that loser mentality. Well, kind of did. He wouldn't stop for the whole second movie to get that fight to get knocked the fuck out. Still, that was cool. One thing that pissed me off about the Rocky franchise is Rocky IV, when Apollo Creed died. I was happy. I'm thinking, oh, he better get back in the game. You know, he helped Rocky get back on his feet. It's better be a great fucking fight. A 7'2" Russian guy on steroids. Oh yeah. And there goes the fight. Come out to James Brown, having fun, getting jiggy. He get in the ring. Right when he couldn't knock his hands down, I knew this motherfucker about to die. Second round, halfway through, this motherfucker got knocked the fuck out. And I was so pissed. I'm thinking, he's about to get up. He gonna get up. I seen Rocky 1 and 2. I seen the third one. Help Rocky whoop Clubber Lane's ass. You know? I seen them all jump in the ring. That's when I shed my first tear to a movie. I was so hurt. But then I actually paid attention to that scene. I would have never hopped in that fucking ring. Did anybody heard what the fuck? Anybody heard what Drago said at the end of that fight? I would break you. And mind you, nobody asked this man no questions. This is what he said. I am the destroyer of all men. I cannot be defeated. If he dies, he dies. First of all, he had the plan that this motherfucker was gonna die. He ain't care about it. Why would you hop in the ring? He ain't say nothing for the first half of the movie. Blank stare, ain't say shit. Rocky's not a good fucking friend. You let him hop in the ring with that fucking monster? And oh yeah, he fought him, he won, boo-hoo. And what pissed me off the most is, Rocky should have fucking died too. Apollo Creed is better than him. Who helped him in Rocky 3? All Rocky did was lift some hay, throw some trees, and that was it. And it kind of pissed me off a little bit that this motherfucker to be the hero. Sad. We never have anything. But that's all my time here tonight. I'm going to bring up the next comedian. He's kind of funny. I hope so. All right, that's it. One little bland, little clap. You can at least Please make me feel good. My insecurities is going off here. Thank you. And now here comes Larry Good to me. Put your hands together for Darian Rice, everybody.
Hell yeah, keep it going for Jeremiah and his horror mom. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. How we doing tonight, Go Bananas? Everybody good? Everybody still awake? Hell yeah, good shit, good shit. Alright, where's single people in here tonight? Okay, thanks for picking that. Fuck with that. Alright, so like your boy's single, you know, but I just recently like deleted like all my dating apps. I ain't really fucking with it. I just had like this weird ass situation. I was talking to this girl, everything was cool. So I realized she was a terrible texter. Like texting ain't really my thing either, but like hold a conversation, right? So like I was like, hey, so what do you like to do? She's like, nothing. I'm like, the fuck? Like, she's like, well, what are your hobbies? She's like, I don't really do shit. I just take pictures with my feet and get money. I'm like, okay, well at least she got a hustle. You feel me? So I'm like, okay, cool. You know, so like I chat her up, like I set up a date. And the way I do dates is, I'm going to get a drink. Whether you show up or not, it's completely a surprise to me. Because all I did was come here for my drink. So like I'm sitting here, I'm chilling, I got my drink. She texts me, she's like, hey, I can't make it. I was like, hell yeah, I appreciate it. You told me. Instead of like just leaving me here with my drink. And she texts me again, like, oh, I was just playing. So I'm like, oh, now this bitch is mature. Like, how can I go forward? So like then she comes in, she's like, are you him? I'm like, all right, look, sweetheart, like my name is Darian, I don't know who you're looking for, but that's who I am. So she sits next to me, and I was like, okay, I'll try to get her a drink. And our bartender happens to be a white male, and if I didn't mention already, this is a black woman. I was like, hey, can we get her a drink? Apparently I didn't speak loud enough. It's a bar, music is loud. And then she's like, they can't never hear. I was like, okay, look, we're not doing that. Like, calm down. I'm sure he just didn't hear me. She's like, I can't stand white people. I was like, okay, no, wait, we're gonna circle back to this. I'm like, so why don't you like white people? She's like, I don't know. She's like, well, my baby daddy black, and like, I'm like, wait, pause. You said you hate white people, so you hate half your kid? Man, it just makes sense. The math ain't had nothing. But like, me being me, like I was just blindly like overlooking the whole behavior, because like I'm plotting on the cheeks. You feel me? So conversation get normal, right? Like everything get cool, like I chat her up or whatever. You know what I mean? And I just so happened to pick a bar like diagonally across from my apartment complex. And we got like a club room. So I was like, hey, like you wanna shoot some pool across the street? We could kick it. She's like, as long as you try to rape me. I'm like, whoa. I'm gonna need you to leave all that bad energy right here, because we ain't doing none of that across the street. I ain't doing none of that. So like we walk into like my apartment complex, like the lobby, and she's like, it smells government funded. I said, bitch, what you say? Nothing. I ain't say nothing. So like, I still go through with the bullshit, like we shoot pool, and like I get into my apartment. She's like, oh, it's nice in here. Like this is like the nicest apartment I've ever had. Like I got like skylight in the kitchen, one in the bedroom, stainless steel appliances. I got kitchen island. It was plush. So she goes, so how much do you make? I said, is this a job and everything? Like, so then like I try to set the mood. I'm like, so what do you listen to? She's like, I don't know. Then I gave her the controller, and she started playing Stand by Eminem. Like, what type of vibe are you trying to say? Like, I'm not trying to sit in candlelit room and cry with you. Like, this ain't the vibe. So I switch it up. I'm playing anything other than Stand. And we're kicking it, right? So at this point, I'm like, this shit's weird. Like, I give up on the cheeks. Like, I try to make her love herself, you know? So I'm like, so what do you like about yourself? She's like, well, my gut hang over my belly line, my titties saggy. I'm like, wait, baby, slow down. I was like, let me show you how to do this. All right. What I like about myself is, she's like, wait, short as shit, your head big, your eyes so. I'm like, damn, I like myself. Like, what's the problem? So, I just completely give up. I'm like, I don't even know why I still let her be in here. So, by the end of that, like, I was like, she was like, yeah, my friends like it here. I told her, the fuck? They're your friends. Did you take a picture of me? She was like, yeah. I was like, huh, that's cool, that's cool. Yeah, it's time for you to get out. All right, so that's been my time. Keep it going for the very funny Phil Porter.
How's everybody doing? Everybody good? Yo, it's like 50 people in here and I heard from 28. We gonna try this again. How's everybody doing? Everybody good? Okay. I'm your last comic for the night. I know it's been a long show. Give yourselves a round of applause for hanging out with us. I'm gonna go ahead and get started, tell you about me. In February, I turned 50 years old and I'm happy about that. Thank you. It is true, black don't crack. Anyway. But I turned 50 in February, and for my 50th, my wife actually threw me a surprise birthday party, which is the first time this ever happened to me in my adult life, okay? So I had a really great night, but it had kind of a weird beginning, you know? Because when I walked into this big-ass bar that she had it, and it was in sections, and I rounded the corner to a bunch of people yelling, surprise! First thought I had was, damn, I done fucked up somebody's surprise party. Wow! Yo, I've only seen it on TV. I didn't know you could do that in real life. Tell you the thing about being 50 that's weird to me is that I don't feel old. I don't. And it's weird because back when I was in my 20s, I used to think 50 was old as hell. Yeah. Like back then I used to be like, yo, when I get around 50, I'm gonna be about ready to retire. Mm-hmm. Nowadays I look at my budget and I'm like, if I miss one day of work in the next 10 years, I am fucked. Tell y'all what though. The old man is creeping out of me, though. Slides out and I have no control over it. Seriously. Because I was sitting around with my wife, who actually is 10 years younger than me. And I found out something was coming out called Teen Wolf, the movie. Yeah. So I looked at my wife like, Teen Wolf, the movie? She's like, yeah, it's based off that MTV show that's about werewolves and vampires. Without even thinking, the old man just slid out and was like, you young motherfuckers changing every goddamn thing. The fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all don't know nothing about Teen Wolf. We had Michael J. Fox pre-Parkinson's. That's Teen Wolf. I'm trying to erase my damn history. My wife was like, why do you hate a movie so much that you've never seen? I said, it's not about hate, it's about heritage. Wait, hold on. Wait. Some of y'all laughed, some of y'all said that last week. Oh my goodness. They always say that you should never use Google during a medical emergency because it'll drive you crazy, make you think you have something you don't really have, you know? Like for instance, one day you're sitting around your house and all of a sudden out of nowhere you get like the worst pain you've ever had and you're like sitting right here. And so you're like, fuck, what is this? I gotta find out. So you Google and it's like, fuck, this is signs of a heart attack. So you flip over to your phone and you dial 911, and just as you got your thumb over that last one, you let out the biggest, deepest, most satisfying fart you've ever let out in your life. And you suddenly feel better. You know? Like it's such a deep, satisfying fart, it's like your soul's crying out in relief. I had to learn that lesson the hard way because I had a medical emergency. I did. Now, I'm going to tell you all something that happened, and I'm going to be a little gross, and I apologize, but it's for the sake of the story, so please just bear with me. But I was taking a shit. I could have said that better. But I was, and when I went to wipe, there was blood on the toilet paper, and I freaked out because at 50, the only thing I know that causes that is colon cancer. So I'm like tripping, like, yo, is cancer what's gonna take me out? What the fuck? And so I decided to Google because I wanted to find there's something less lethal, and that was a fucking mistake. Because what I found out it could be is internal hemorrhoids. Internal, do you motherfuckers not know what a hemorrhoid is? Is that what this is about? Okay. Well, let me explain to some of y'all that may not know. A hemorrhoid is this little itchy pouch of lava that forms right by your asshole. I didn't feel one thing in the world before I read that sentence. I read that sentence, suddenly I felt the urge to scoop my ass across the carpet like a dog. I immediately closed Google and was like, fuck, I hope it's cancer. We have extremism in our country. It's extreme on the left, extreme on the right. People say it's tearing our country apart. I personally think it's a great business opportunity. Yeah, because I'm gonna sell N-word passes to white people, and at the bottom of every one, I'm gonna put "and participating Negroes only." Oh, the black folks laugh because they know what's up. The white folks need to loosen the fuck up. Because I'm gonna make $1 million fucking dollars, and y'all gonna miss out. Because here's the thing, extremists on the right, they've been waiting on a black person to validate them saying that word. So they're gonna buy them, and I think it's funny to watch them try to use it at a non-participating Negro. Look here, buddy, I paid good money for this car, so you know. Extremists on the left, y'all gonna buy them too. Yes, you are. Because y'all gonna be like, oh, I don't agree with that word, but I am here to support a black business, so I'll take 5. Y'all have been here long enough, I'm not gonna keep you up no longer. Y'all have a good time tonight? All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the good time doesn't have to end. You can head on over to Bell and Bear, have a couple of drinks. Give a big round of applause for everybody you've seen. All right, I've been Phil Porter. I love y'all. Bye.